friends, and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm, of course, Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions, where my friend John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today I'm going to start a different kind of video that I'm going to be adding to the channel. Yes, I'm going to be doing a cooking video. Today is Easter Sunday, and I figured what better day to start. And, you know, because Easter is a time of rebirth, so rebirth is, part of the channel. And, what better dish to start with than Baked Ziti. As my little personal story I have, yes, I've been making Baked Ziti for quite some time. I've been, in this house for well over 20 years. I don't remember the exact number, but I remember one of the first, I always used to make it on Christmas Day. And I remember very early on, of course I was still married, so one of the, one time on Christmas Day I had my grandmother come over, my Italian grandmother. And I had made Baked Ziti, but at the time I wasn't making my own sauce. So, I had jarred sauce and all that. I forget, I think it was Prego I bought. I'm not entirely certain. It was probably Prego that I bought. But anyway, so I made the ziti, made a bunch of trays of it, because it was a bunch, because it was my grandmother, my parents, and all that. And so at the end of the day, everybody's leaving. So I go to my grandmother, because, she was, her cooking was always fantastic. So I went up to my grandmother and said, "So what'd you think?" She's like, "It was good, but next time make your own sauce." And unfortunately, by the time I started making my own sauce, she had already passed away, so she never got to taste it. However, my mom, who I have learned a lot about cooking from, she got to taste it just this past year, and she said it was very good. So, and she's the one who taught me. So yeah, so it was a good feeling. So anyway, we're gonna get started. So let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so now I'm in the kitchen and I'm gonna get ready to start. And the first thing is, of course, making the sauce. So my ingredients right here. I got a nice big can of tomato puree. Doesn't matter what brand. I mean, I go by usually what's on sale or what I can easily get. Can of tomato paste. This actually comes in handy for adding the water. That's what my mom taught me to do. And I get 2 packages of pommy. Usually they have strained, or they have another, I forget exactly what it's called, but it makes it look more like marinara sauce than it does actual, at least to me it does. So we got those. We got myself an onion. I don't need a whole onion. I got half of an onion. I'm going to be using that. And of course, garlic. I will be using all of this. So, of course now you get your kitchen gadgets, but I like to call them tools because they are very helpful. And this here is a garlic press. This actually is very, very helpful. Funny story about this, I forgot I had it. And then a couple of weeks ago, my son was rummaging through things, and he comes in and he goes, "Dad," he's like, "Dad, what is this?" He's like, "I haven't seen this before." And I'm looking at it and I'm like, "Oh, that's a garlic press. I forgot we had it." This could have made my life easier a lot of times making that sauce. And let's see, anything else? So anyway, of course, olive oil. So I'll put the olive oil in first into the pot, which I have right over here. I could just tilt the camera a bit and turn it. There we go. There's my pot. So, we don't really need to see my face now, do we? So, olive oil. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, and oh, there's another tool. This here is a nice little chopper. It's like you put. Sorry for how dirty it looks. This has been very, very overused. So you got the blades that come out here. So sorry. So this basically we had acquired when my ex-wife was doing Pampered Chef. And this is a nice little kitchen tool to have when you need to mince things up. So we're going to be using that later. And so yeah, we can get started. Now tilt this back up. Now I'm not going to record every single second of what I'm doing. I'll give a little, show you a little bit, and then the rest I'll do off. Oh, sorry, the rest I'll do off camera, because otherwise this video would be way too long. All right, so. So give me a few seconds, and we're gonna get started on basically getting the garlic ready and getting the onion ready. All right, so give me a second. Okay, so basically I'm pointing the camera directly at my workspace, and first thing I'm going to do is cut the onion into smaller pieces, because at this size it will not go well for me. It just basically, and I should have done this already. Have a nice, I mean, I know I'm already on a cutting board, but this little plastic one, which again got while my ex-wife was doing Pampered Chef. This will help me lift it up and get it into the pot. So it's pretty simple. You just put it over and go like this. Now look at that. Look how nice it minces that up. So yeah. Alright, there's only 4 pieces of this, so I'm just going to do these nice and quick. Okay. I'll get all that out later, because that's all still pretty good. And then you just go right into the pot. Right into the pot. Get a nice wooden spoon to just move it around a little bit. I don't have the fire on yet, but we will do it soon. So, of course, with this, gotta peel away. I keep like a nice bowl to get all the skins. And I remember one time when I was making the sauce, my son had commented that we got to get like the skins out, more, because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't using this thing yet, and I was picking them out by hand, so of course I wasn't getting all of them. And I was like, all right, Kev, point taken. Okay, so now I'm only going to do a couple of these just to show you how it's done. Let me just move these over. Like, I'll do like 2 of them just to show you how it's done, and then the rest I will do off camera as I get ready for other things. So basically you take it, put it right in here, okay, and you just give it a nice squeeze, but do it over your working space, because it will come out. I mean, obviously that was a small piece, so not a lot came out, so let's just scrape that off, and then you just pull the skin out and get rid of it. So let's do a bigger piece. Let's take this one. Alright, see, now you just do a squeeze. See how it comes out nice and shredded. Look at that. Look at that. This could have, if I had realized I had this, it could have made my life so much easier for so long. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to take care of the rest of this. Sorry, let me back up a little bit. I'm going to take care of the rest of this, and then after that is basically getting all the the rest of the ingredients in the pot for the sauce. So give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, that onion and garlic is now starting to cook up nice. I don't know if you can hear the sizzle, but one of the best indications is now the house smells like onion and garlic being cooked. And for me, it brings back memories of my childhood, because my mom would make the sauce every Sunday. So, but anyway, I'm going to get ready to add in some of these other ingredients. So let's just tilt this down to the, there we go. Good. So, add in the tomato puree. Sorry, I just realized you're not really seeing what's going in the pot. Okay, that's better. So, let's get that out of the way. Next is the tomato paste. This is very, very thick consistency. Try to get as much of it out as you can. It does stick. I know most people don't like using their fingers, but I'm the only one who's eating this. All right. Wet my fingers. All right. So this, I'm going to fill this up with water 3 times. I'm going to go 1. I'm going to go 2. And 3. Stir this up just a little bit, try to break the thickness of the tomato paste. But now, and I know that these things, these homey boxes are supposed to be able to open, oops, sorry. They're supposed to be able to open just by folding it and then it tears, but I never seem to have that happen. So even though you're not supposed to use these chicken scissors for this, I do, because it's just the easiest thing to do. So we go with 2 of these, just pour that right in. Alright. Okay. Put it right in, let's give it a nice stir. Alright. Now, normally when I make sauce, I'm also making meatballs. I'm not doing that today, because like I do try on Sundays, especially when my kids are here, because they love it. I do make pasta and meatballs. So I would always let the sauce cook for quite a while, so that the meatballs would be totally cooked. Now I take like already mixed up Italian seasoning. I buy it from the store. And some of you out there may have your own little mixtures that you like to put together yourselves. I just do this. I put a generous amount in here, and I actually let it sit on the top and let the sauce cook, because let it sink in on its own. All right, so let me turn this back up. Okay, so now, well, let me put the top on. So basically the sauce has now got to cook. So got to let this go. Probably going to let it go for about an hour. Obviously I'm not going to be recording for the hour that it's doing that. So of course now I'm just going to take a break and let it cook. So when I come back, I'm going to have out the ziti, the pot for the ziti, help having the ziti ready to go in, and also the other ingredients, because I got ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, I got some ground beef. So normally I would make 3 trays of this, and I would ration out I would usually make 3 trays. I would ration out the like 2 big containers of the ricotta cheese, 2 big blocks of mozzarella. I would ration that out, but I'm just making the 1. So this is going to be the meatiest and cheesiest ziti I've ever made. Okay, so it's gonna have. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna put as much in there as I can. I got a nice size. Tray to put it in. So when we come back, we're gonna start all that. All right. So just gonna give this about an hour, and I'll be right back. Okay. I've had the tomato sauce cooking for about an hour. I just took it off the burner for right now. I got the water starting to boil for the ziti pasta. I'm going to be pouring it in very soon, and let's tilt it down to my workspace. So I got some of my ingredients ready to go. I got my block of mozzarella. Got my block of mozzarella. Got some ground beef. Now I know for ziti, some people like to actually make it into little balls for meatballs. Sometimes I just like to pull it apart and just throw it in there. And I got my container of ricotta cheese, all ready to go. All right, so so obviously I can't do anything with those until the pasta is boiled and fully. See, I fully cook mine before I put it all together with the ziti, because then after that, when I put it in the oven, then it just when it's done, it just melts in your mouth. It's just so good. All right, so I'm going to be putting the pasta in the pot very soon. Let that boil. And when I come back, we're going to start putting all of it together. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so pasta is now cooked. The sauce is now cooked. I already put a layer of pasta in the tin because, I mean, it's just a little bit, you know, just for safety reasons. I didn't want to do it while trying to record. So let's point this down towards the workspace guy. Just give me a sec. Okay, whoops. Okay. All right. So as you can see, got a nice layer of pasta here, and I'm gonna put down mozzarella first. Put enough in there. Next, I'm going to put in the ricotta cheese. Put nice heaping helpings, because like I said, I'm only making one tray. And I did say this was going to be the cheesiest ziti I've ever, and the meatiest that I've ever made, but let's get the cheese settled in first. Okay. Put that aside. And next, let's just pull pieces of, like I said, just use ground beef. I pull this apart. Like I said, you could, you know, do this as like little meatballs. I remember I used to, when I used to make this, I used to put like a plate aside, and I would make all these little meatballs and then put them down on the plate. But then, much to my chagrin, I found out when I was doing that, that the meatballs were all, those little tiny meatballs were all starting to stick together. So yeah, wasn't really the best idea that I came up with. Now normally I don't put in this much ground beef, but like I said, I'm only making one tray, and I do have plenty of ground beef to use. So let's try to get everywhere here. Okay. And last but definitely not least, put a layer of tomato sauce. Okay. Okay. Let's do another layer. Another layer of pasta. You know, and yes, I'm using my fingers to do that, and this is very, very hot. Okay. Some more mozzarella. Let's try to get them more in the middle. And again, more ricotta. So just realized this is my first attempt at making a cooking video, so I will, after seeing all this, make any corrections I need to make for the next time I do this. So if you feel like making a comment about anything I may have done wrong, or if you couldn't see anything, please bear with me. Okay, I'm done with the ricotta, so whatever's left, I'll save for next week's pasta and meatballs. Alright, do some more ground beef. Nice. Oh, this is going to be a nice meaty one. Alright. Alright. Oh boy. And I just realized something that I should have done. That's going to delay me just a little bit. As I should have already preheated my oven to the temperature I needed. And I did not do that. But I'll do that when I'm done with this. Alright, and of course, last but not least, another layer of tomato sauce. mean, as you can see, this is not really hard to put together, not really hard to make. It's just a lot of preparation. Now, as you can, I don't know if you can see it, but there is, steam is rising off of this. And I got from Costco. These, they call them, what do they call them? Food service foil. And always put the shiny side down. I remember my father taught me that many years ago, and he said that basically when you put the shiny side down, it reflects the heat into the food. All right, so. All right, let me turn this back towards me. Sorry, just bear with me. Okay, oh, there we go. Hi. Okay, let me back up a bit. All right, so all that's ready to go. Obviously, I gotta wait till the oven is heated up, and once it is, I'll leave it in there for like 45 minutes. Basically, it's to make sure that the beef is cooked and the cheese melts. All right, so, and as my mother always taught me, the best way to see that it is done is you take a fork, you put it in the middle of the ziti, you put it in the middle of the tray, and you try to pull some of it up, and if the cheese melted and if the beef looks like it's cooked, it's done. So so I'm gonna get this cooked and come back. You're gonna get to see the finished product. All right, so stay tuned. All right, it's been 45 minutes. I had this ziti in the oven at 450 degrees for those 45 minutes. And well, let's just take a look at the finished product here. Sorry, this is being jostled a lot. Look at that. Look at that. Now, let's take that side off. And let's just dig into this. Very cheesy and meaty. Wow. I can't wait to dig into this. Just gotta watch out for all those strings of melted cheese. Okay. Got it in my nice big pasta bowl. Put the foil back. Try to keep it warm. Okay, so, all right, so now let's bring it to the table, all right? Okay, I'm gonna put my seasoning on, a little onion and garlic powder, and a little bit of salt and some pepper. All right, now. Oh my God. Oh, this is good. Okay. Well, I'm going to enjoy this. All right, listen. So I'm going to sign off now so I can eat my my wonderful meal here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope, if you didn't know how to make baked ziti, I hope this gave you a little insight on how to make it. So yeah, please like and subscribe the video. Let me know if you enjoyed watching me cook, because I will definitely try to do this more often. So like I said, please like, subscribe, and share, and please go to Tabletop Jones Productions and do the same there. So I just want to try to branch out and reach as many people as possible. All right, so you have a great day. Take care of yourself. I'm going to enjoy this. All right, have a great day and happy Easter.